Welcome back to Kin in Line. I make this part 155. It's about the early 2010s, and we're up at the Valley of Desolation outside Graaff-Reinet, where I sketched these incredible towers of some sort of very hard rock. I think it's dolerite or something. So it's a misnomer that it's called the Valley of Desolation because it's actually at the top of a mountain, and the corrosion or erosion has led to these rocky outcrops sort of emerging, and you look down from the side of them into this deep valley. Quite an incredible sight. Just earlier we would have gone on the farm near Stainsburg. This is the entrance to the farm, and you can see some silos in the background, some mountains, and a fence, a gate there. So it's the road sort of dips down into this little river there, which doesn't usually have any water in it. A dry river bed, really. But if it comes down in flood, you will get some serious flooding can occur. Looks like I made another venture out to Addo Elephant Park. A couple more quick sketches of these giant animals. And I'd forgotten about these, but I seem to have drawn probably my sons. One of whom is a bird watcher of note, so that might be Luke at the bottom there, with his binocs, or binos as I think they call them these days. So then it looks like towards the end of this note or sketch pad, I did this, had a bit of fun with felt tip pens. A little abstract there, I'm not sure which way up it goes, but it looks like a bit of a profile. Yeah. I seem to have skipped one here. Can't afford to miss these there. Yeah, almost childlike approach. Yeah, have pens, will have fun. There's still probably some figurative presence here. There's definitely a face lurking in this one. Orkness Addo, it says on the back. This says it's the late 2010s, but we'll have to see. So this was when we went down to Storms River again, I think. And yeah, this is a view of one of the neighboring mountain peaks. Definition perhaps somewhat wanting, but anyway, I think it does work better when you engage with the picture directly. Little gabled house there. And we did a walk from Storms River westward and found this waterfall actually plummeting straight onto the beach. It was quite a thing. And now we're up in KZN, KwaZulu-Natal, and we did the Sani Pass. And these are the two mountain peaks that part of the Drakensberg that flank the pass. So as you go up, as you approach Sani Pass, you see these two wonderful looking things. I think this is quite a nice landscape, really. And then near where we were staying, I came across this group of some sort of duck parking off on the side of the road. And naturally, horses. Malutis, that's the name of the mountains that the Drakensberg sort of turns into the Malutis as you go up towards Clarence. So you're heading back north. I think these are the Malutis. Although I think this was done at Sani Pass as well. That's interesting. So that's my youngest or younger son, Doug, probably in his late teens. Not sure who that is with the jutting lip. But it's quite a nice one of Doug. Looking older than his years at that point. Now we're back on that farm in the Karoo. And those same mountains, Tevis and the other one's not in sight. I think it's to the right of I think this is Koffievis with a flat top there. And just to the right there would be Tevis. So I was more focused here on just getting the broad sweep of this. There's just mountains galore. This one with a little point on the top is Red Mountain, which I mentioned earlier. So the farm is down sort of there somewhere, and you climb up this, and this would have been drawn from Big Mountain. So the farm nestles between those two. Yeah, I used strange choice of medium, but I had a blue and a red orange felt kind of crayon, really. It might be a China marker from work, actually, because they're in red and orange. Then on the lawn at this farmhouse, we have a couple of people sitting somewhere, one on a chair, one on the grass, cat, tree behind, and great sociable occasions with family. Barbed wire in the foreground, fence, and just row upon row of mountains or low mountain koppie things. This must have been up also on Big Mountain. Oops, sorry, I again skipped one. Nope. Oh, false alarm. So again, here I've done that Loskrantz on the right and a section of, what do they call it in Afrikaans? So behind there is Bulhoek, I think, and in this foreground, this would be Versierkerk, which leads down to Loskrantz. So in all, I think quite a nice composition, these sort of nuggety mountains. They're just such powerful shapes, you know, like big sculptures in the environment. In Afrikaans, they say, so oud soos die berge, as old as the hills, or the mountains. Here we got one of my brothers-in-law with a rugby ball beside him. There's a slightly Picasso-ish thing to this profile here. I won't divulge who it is. And then a few attempts. And then my one brother-in-law's daughter, she was a young girl then, now she's about 18, with pencil or crayon doing a sketch. And yeah, cats again. Don't you love the face here? Don't know what those things are called, but you know, it makes quite a nice subject on a farm, and it just evokes the feeling of being on a farm. Yeah, now this is Somerset East. Farm of Hart, forget his first name. He was he farmed for the garrison at Grahamstown, which isn't far away, before the 1820 settlers, around about 1810 or so. And so he was one of the earliest settlers, British settlers, before the big migration of 1820. And that's a mountain whose name I forget, at on this farm that this Hart guy owned. I'm trying to remember its name, very English sounding name. And this is Doug, I think, during our visit, our stay there, with his hoodie. The dreaded hoodies there. And as I've done, you will have noticed down the decades, the woman in my life has to be sketched, and this is Robin taking a nap. Quite like the way the faces come out. and another one of the dreaded teerbus and koffiebus. Never tired of this view, I must say. And on this farm, this was the original farmhouse built in the late 19th century. So it was a very small, little, compact, solid, super thick walls. That's a shed in the background there. And the leaves of I forget what sort of tree it is, hanging in the foreground. And as I said, in the Karoo, flowers are abundant. When they're watered, they just flourish. Maybe it should be seen this way up. Maybe I've got it completely the wrong way. Anyway. I think we're going to have to end on this floral note. Yeah, so till next time. Cheers.